Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ogechi, and here we talk about faith, family, food, and everything in between. And this video is essentially a life update, guys. A lot happened in 2024, and one big thing I did in 2024 was that I took a break from work. That's right. For the past 14 plus, almost 15 years, I have been working in corporate America. I got a degree in accounting, and I soon pivoted to consulting. First IT consulting, now human capital consulting. And I have been going back to back for the past 14 plus years. And last year, I think I got to the point where I just had to pause. I just had to stop. I just had to take a break. Now let's go back, right? What led to this? What were the series of chain of events that caused me to make that drastic decision? Mind you, this was an unpaid leave, 6 weeks unpaid, but God came through, and that story for another day. He provided. You know how there's a scripture that says, I've learned how to abound and abase. With the little, God made it sufficient for us. But we'll come to that in a minute, right? So let's rewind. 2024 started, just like we're in a new year now. In 2024, I had all these goals, dreams, all the amazing things I wanted to do in 2024. So as always, I put pen to paper, I wrote down my goals. I usually set my goals in buckets. So these are the goals for the family, these are the goals for my faith, these are the goals for my career. I put them down in my journal. I was so pumped up, and then I kept going and going and going. And what tends to happen that I'm noticing about myself, and I'm starting to be more self-aware, is that I have these things that I say I'm going to do, and as the year progresses, I just keep adding and adding onto it and adding onto it and adding onto it. So that's essentially what happened. I kept on adding on, taking on new things, and it got to a point that work was super stressful. I have 3 young kids. Being a mom of the 3 children was stressful, and it's just, the list kept going on and on. And, I got to the point, I'll use the word, to thyself be true. I was just really, really stressed. And the stress started to impact my health. I got a diagnosis of pre-diabetes and diabetes, and the numbers just kept climbing and climbing and climbing. Like, I went and got the kit, and I would check my blood sugar levels, in the morning, and they would be spiking and spiking and spiking. And I'm saying to myself, what did I eat last night? I know it's not the food, it's something else, right? And so I just kept going and try to, start exercising and stay fit, but the stress levels were not going down. The diet was getting better, exercise was added, but the stress factor was still at an all-time high. And so I just had to have a candid conversation first with my husband, with my parents, with the children, started to give them more responsibilities around the house, but with myself, and say, do I just want to be on this constant go for the next how many years? Is that how I want to live? Or have a system in my life where I can work hard, absolutely, but always make sure that my stress levels aren't just spiking and, skyrocketing. So for me, what that meant was taking a step back from everything, taking an unpaid break, a leave from work. And what I did in that time was envision the type of life I want going forward. What does success look like to me? Not to others, not based on others' timelines for my life, for myself as Ogechi. What makes me the most, brings me the most joy? What makes me happy? Okay, what are the things that I do effortlessly on my job that I can hone in as my strengths going forward? What area do I want to play? Everyone says go to IT, but I just realized that what part of IT can I do human capital and with a fusion of IT? I started to have those deep conversations with myself that we don't have the time most times to engage in, because we're just going, fast. And so I started to get more clarity about where I want to be in the next 3, 5, 10 years. and start to write it down. Even in that time, that month off that I took, I was able to travel and visit family, and be there for my parents at a very critical time in their lives. I came back, I was able to have Christmas with my children for the first time. Christmas was not stressful, in between gifts, we had to downsize the gift giving this year because there was no income flowing from my end. At least there was passive income, but no, income through my job. I'm an author as well. I wrote some books, and there's some royalties that come in here and there, but not enough as a 9 to 5. And so I started to think as well, what can I do going forward to earn income that is not a 9 to 5? And God is helping me to kind of flush that out as well. But that was really time for me to go into different types of reflection, guys. And what I found out, and I want to share with you, 3 takeaways from my time taking a break from everything, stepping back. First is, to thyself be true. You must have critical and honest conversations with yourself. Find out what it is that's going on. Find out what it is that's triggering your stress levels. Find out what it is that helps your stress levels go down. Find out what it is that you can do, your family members can do, your friends can do to make your life more wholesome, to make your life more meaningful. Number 2, guys, you must learn how to Sabbath, learn how to rest. We live in a very fast-paced world that tells you you must always go next thing, achieve the next big thing, which is all good, guys. I am ambitious, don't get me wrong. I've been so ambitious the last 15 years, and God has helped some of my dreams to come true. But as you are dreaming, make sure you're also making time to relax. Listen to the still small voice. Listen to the things happening around you. Enjoy the things around you. Be grateful for the gifts around you while you are on that journey of achieving those amazing goals and dreams that God has put your way and in your heart. And the third thing is communicate, guys. You must communicate. Sometimes we think that others, our spouse, our parents, our children, our friends, understand what's going on in our minds, in our heads, or they should know that I'm stressed. They should see, they should discern. Guys, just communicate what's going on. Communicate, wives, to your husband when you're feeling extremely stressed, and you may say, I think this weekend I may have to step back, and I think I'm going to cook maybe this meal instead of that meal because I could be more efficient at that, and it gives me an extra hour to just kick back, relax, and have a chit chat with you. Be honest with your children. If you have older children, don't be like, oh, I'm a super mom. No, kids, go rest and mommy's in the kitchen all day. Put them to work. Tell this one go fold clothes. Tell the other one go wash the dishes. Tell the other one go iron clothes. Teach them and equip them and enable them, kind of give them the toolkit so they can make your life easier. That's one thing I did even during my break, and I'm starting to do going forward in 2025. Guys, the last thing, I don't know if I think I already talked about the last thing, but one more thing I want to mention is that your life is a gift. Life is not supposed to be spent enduring. You're supposed to enjoy each passing day. You're supposed to be excited about your life. You're supposed to wake up saying, okay, now it's a beautiful day. Not like, oh my God, you wake up and your heart is beating or you're having palpitation because of some deadline or something that you have to do, or all these other things that don't bring you joy. Your life is supposed to be filled with joy. So guys, I want you to remember these things as you forge into 2025. I hope and I pray that 2025 is going to be your best year yet. I am very excited about 2025 because there's some new things that I want to start doing, one of which is coming on YouTube more frequently.